So having a series of paint recipes is incredibly useful. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a recipe for a summer sky and some lovely fluffy clouds. So I've got me some white and French ultramarine here, and that's my summer sky close to the horizon colour. I've added some more French ultramarine and a tiny little bit of phthalo blue. I've repeated that process by adding a little bit of French ultramarine and some more phthalo blue, but this time just a little bit more phthalo blue. Now if I'm not entirely happy with that gradation, I just get a dry brush and just soften that up a little bit. End up with a much gentler gradation. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to paint my shadows in my clouds colour. I'm going to use a very light touch, and I've mixed burnt umber, just a tiny bit of burnt umber with my sky colour. I'm using just the tip of the brush just to feather that off like that. Kind of creating some irregular shapes here and there. Like that. So in the real world you might have to make some adjustments, but for the purposes of this recipe, all I'm doing is adding a little bit of white to that burnt umber and French ultramarine mix. And again using the tip of the brush, some highlights on the tops of the clouds. Doesn't hurt to throw the odd one in here and there, mix it up. And again, I've added white. And just using the tips of the brush and mixing up the brush strokes to give that lovely broken kind of effect. Now I've come back with pure white. I'm going to put the highlights right on the tops of those clouds. Make them nice and fluffy. Now I'm using pure white, but again, in the real world there's usually little hints of other colours and maybe a touch of purple or a flash of yellow or something like that. So I've just cleaned and dried my brush, and I'm just softening those edges up a bit here and there with a nice dry clean brush. So I've just added a little bit more white on the top there, and you might want to add a little bit more. But clouds, more recipes soon.